So in other words, as I'm wrapping up, this is just a gentle reminder to use your time wisely. That's it. Alright, so this topic is about time. And a lot of us have been hearing a while now, especially during this time, Some of us have the time now to, accomplish a lot. This is where planning from before comes into play. All the time you didn't have the time, to pursue certain things, to start certain projects. Now some of us are home. We have this time, so let's get to it, So time. An example of, what I want to talk about is like, think of time in an exam. You have a time frame to work with in an exam. So stay on track. God is trying to set this time for you. He's trying to set this table for you, this space for you to start. That's all, just start. So here he is making this time for you, and for some people he's making the time for you again, right? He's making that time for you again. So maybe last time you weren't as successful, he's giving you that time again to start over. So we have some choices here. We have a choice to make use of the time, be consistent, or in my case, try, you're not that consistent, but trying, to set things in place, to detox certain things in your life that were distractions to you, that was prohibiting you from starting certain projects that you had for yourself and your life. Or you can say that you'll make time and do absolutely nothing with the time that you have been given. So those are my options, those are my opinions, right? So stay on track. We have all this time, we have so many restrictions, we still can't go certain places, and it's not only directing towards this time, but a lot of times in our life God has been trying to rearrange our lives, set up our schedules to allow us to turn our focus in his direction. Sometimes we may not notice because we are so busy with our lives, but God has been trying to reach out to you. He declutters things in your life in hopes that you do what you said that you'll do. For example, if you said that, Lord, I'm gonna make time for you, I'm gonna remove all the things that have been distracting me. God does do it. And then what do you do with that time? So sometimes we have to be mindful of certain things that we ask for, and also we need to prepare ourselves for it. And also when we do start, let us try to be consistent with it. I have to take my own advice, try to be consistent with it. So God has given us our spare time. God has given us this spare time, and here we are just using it up. We're just using up all our spare time. We're using up our spare time to do the same thing that we ran from, or what he removed from our lives, or we just wasted time just doing nothing at all. So here in Ephesians 5 from verse 15 to 16, Paul is saying here, be careful of how you live. Be wise. Make the most out of every opportunity during these evil times. So be wise. This is me just phrasing, and this is my perspective. So Paul is saying, be careful how you live. Be wise. Make use of every opportunity during these evil times. This is what Paul is saying here. In Proverbs, laziness comes into play. So again, laziness prevents us from accomplishing so many things. Because we say in our minds, I'll do it. And then we wake up, probably do that tomorrow. So consistency comes back into play. So this is the time to get up. This is the time to start. This is the time to start something. So in James 4, chapter 14 says, you don't know what tomorrow brings. As for your fleeting life, is but a warm breath of air that is visible in the cold only for a moment. So this warm breath of fresh air goes in to this cold weather. It is visible. So this is it. It is visible in the cold, but only for a short moment. This is the warm breath of fresh air into this big area, this large area filled with cold air. So it's only visible for a moment, then it vanishes. It's kind of like saying, life is short. Life is short. So in Hosea 10:12 says, Hosea talks about fields and crops. This is my perspective on it. People are doing a lot of gardening now. A lot of people have taken up, the hobby of gardening. But with gardening comes a lot of hard work. You have to tend to your crops, but first you have to clear up certain things. Sow that seed, reap the reward, which are the crops. So you harvest the crops after you've gone through all that hard work, right? You want to harvest those crops. Things take time, but you also have to remember to start. You could have all the ideas in the world, but once you don't start, you don't accomplish anything. So it says, break up that hard ground, for it is time to seek the Lord diligently, desperately. This is just my perspective on it, my view on it, so that the Lord may bless you. So it's saying, break up that ground. So just like gardening, you're preparing that area that you're going to plant. Then now it's time to seek the Lord. So you're trying to seek God's face diligently. You need to be consistent. So you're sowing that seed, right? And then the Lord may rain His blessings upon you. So like with crops, like with planting, with sowing that seed, you're going to need water. You're going to need sunlight in order for your plant to grow. Alright? So in other words, as I'm wrapping up, this is just a gentle reminder to use your time wisely. That's it.